What up, everybody? Welcome back to the House Herp channel. I was planning on making a video about breeding, but since nothing is breeding, we're going to go on to something else that's exciting that's been happening. Two of our mother blue and Solarises gave birth about a month ago. The first one had 8 babies. The second one had 6 babies. At the time of birth, they were all healthy. No one had any slugs, no stillborns. Unfortunately, from the first birth, we have lost 2. But there's something very exciting about the first birth that we have to announce. But first, let's enjoy a little bit of nature's miracle. So introducing the first captive-born albino blue and Solaris. We had 2. One of them has blue on its head and the other was pretty much a solid pink. Unfortunately, the solid pink one did not make it. It seemed healthy, and for whatever reason, just one day, it woke up dead.
How the hell do you wake up dead? Because you're alive when you go to sleep.
So today's video is going to be pretty much how I feed my babies. I know everybody has their own way, but this is how I do it, and it seems to work pretty good. So first I start out by making sure everything is thoroughly cleaned. We don't want any germs or bacteria on it because these babies' immune systems are pretty weak at this stage. I have a bottle of frog juice I got from Reptilinks. For some of the babies, it seems to work really, really well, and then other babies, it doesn't seem to work at all, so I just use it all the time. This is carnivore care. I use this for the babies that just absolutely will not eat, so I tube feed them. It's worth its weight in gold, very high in nutrition, and the babies do very well on it. Okay, so the tools I use are my hook, my long tweezers, and for the tube I use a pediatric endotracheal tube that I got from work with a 1 milliliter syringe. Clean all my surfaces really well, clean all my tools really well, and then let it all dry before I put any animals on it. Next, I take a thawed out hopper mouse. I cut off the rear legs and front legs, and when I do that, I try and get as much meat as possible with it. So I cut some big old fat legs for these babies. I soak the legs in frog juice for a minute or 2. This first one up is the albino. He's actually the best eater out of all of them. He takes a meal with minimal teasing, and then he'll usually take a second leg with no teasing at all. There you go. See that? No problems at all. This guy's a monster. This next guy, he's come a long way. He's really got no problem taking a meal. The only thing is he only takes one leg and won't take a second no matter how much you mess with him. And as for the rest of the babies, they have been an absolute nightmare. I have never had such trouble getting snakes to feed in all my life. Most of them will strike the leg and just not eat it. Some of them will hold it in their mouth and not eat it. And then this guy right here, he's probably the friendliest snake in the entire world, because I don't think I've ever seen him strike or bite at anything ever. So thank goodness for the carnivore care, because that's really been keeping them healthy until they get big enough to start figuring out that they need to eat. So when I feed the rest of them, I always offer them a leg and tease them a little bit just to see if they'll take it. But before, I used to spend a lot of time trying to tease them to get them to eat, and it just never works. So I usually tease them for about 5-10 minutes, and then I just go straight to tubing them, and I don't waste time. So I can't emphasize enough how delicate of a process this is. These baby snakes are super fragile, so everything you do, you want to be absolutely as soft-handed as possible. When you're pushing the tube down their throat, if they have a kink in their coils, don't use the tube to push it straight. Straighten them out and then easily slide the tube. So here you just want to ever so gently and slowly push the contents of the syringe. I usually give about a milliliter. If you see a milliliter, it's really not that much. It looks like I'm giving a lot more than what I really am. Pretty much how I came up to a milliliter is I just pushed enough until I saw a rough food-sized lump in their belly, and then I pulled it out. So that's always been roughly a milliliter. It's definitely way less stress on the babies than when I was force feeding them mouse parts. So I definitely very much so prefer tubing them with the carnivore care. And then I just do the same thing for the rest of them. So that's this week's episode. Sorry, I know it was a month since I put up the last one. I've had a job change, and the holidays kind of made everything a little bit busy around here, but hopefully we'll get back into the swing of things and crank out some more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.